Hi, I'm Devin. Thank you for joining me today and taking a moment for movement. Today we're going to continue with our prenatal yoga stretches that we can do with a chair. However, today we won't be seated, but instead we'll be standing at either side and squatting in front of the chair. If your chair has wheels, move it against a wall or rotate it so the back of the chair is secure against the back of your desk or a wall. That way it doesn't move during our postures. We will be rotating the chair throughout the practice. We're going to get started standing next to our chair. Left hand firmly planted on the chair, feet under the hips with the toes forward, knees soft. Keep your hips and torso facing forward throughout this stretch. Inhale, right arm up, bicep next to your ear. Exhale, reach towards the left side of your room, finding length down the right side of the body. Breathe into this stretch. On your next exhale, come through center and release the right hand down to your side. We're going to remain here before switching sides. So reach your right arm up to shoulder height, and we're going to do a couple gentle upper back openers or rotations through the upper back. So we're just going to gently inhale, reach the right arm towards the left side of the room, and exhale back to the right. So we're keeping our lower body steady, and we're just rotating through the mid and upper back, creating some space between the shoulder blades. And we're going to continue to look in the direction that our chest faces. So let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Hand back down to the side. Now we're going to switch sides. So we can place our right hand now firmly on our chair. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, reach to the right, now finding that length through the left side of the body. Breathe into that stretch, keeping the knees soft, the feet under the hips, grounded down through all edges of the foot. Good, let's release back through center. Bring the left arm down to shoulder height for a couple rotations. So inhale, reach the left arm towards the right side of the room, and exhale, back to center. Inhaling and exhaling. So again, keep the lower body steady, the knees are soft, the hips are facing the same direction as the toes. This is just a little warm up for the upper back. It should feel good if you've been seated in a car or at a desk. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale through center, and left arm back down to our sides. All right, so now we're going to move the right leg, meaning our left hand will support us. So let's bring the left hand back to the chair. We're going to root down through the left foot, keep the knees soft, shoulders are back, and we're going to bend our right leg, reach back, grab a hold of the foot or the ankle, and pull the right heel in towards the glute, reaching down through the right kneecap, feeling that stretch through the right thigh and hip flexor. Let's keep our shoulders back, stand nice and tall, the left knee is soft, and we're breathing into this deep stretch. Excellent. Let's release, and we'll switch sides. So now we're rooting down through the right foot, knee is soft, shoulders are back, right hand is steadying the body using the chair, and we're going to reach back with the left hand as we bend the left knee, grabbing a hold of the foot and pressing down through that left kneecap. So we get the most stretch when we think of a straight line running from our head down to the torso and down through that left knee. If the knee is forward, you're not going to feel this stretch quite as deeply as if the knee is reaching down towards the mat. So find that stretch. It shouldn't be painful. We just want to feel a gentle opening sensation through the front of the left thigh. Good, let's release and lower the left foot down to the mat. We're now going to rotate our chair. And it's up to you if you want to stand in front of it. That may be easier, especially if you have armrests on your chairs. I'm going to stay here so we can see each other. So we're going to start by steadying the body, again, Ideally, your hand would be on the chair back. You'd be next to the chair, or maybe bending forward to start if you have armrests on the chair. But we're going to lift our right leg up and place the heel on the chair, toes up towards the sky for a hamstring stretch. So take a deep breath in, lengthen the body, grow tall through the crown of the head, and as we exhale, lean the chest forward. And it doesn't have to be too far before we begin to feel that stretch all the way down the back side of the right leg. Let the muscles relax. See if you can sink your chest down just a little bit further, and breathe deeply into this stretch. If you want to walk your hand down, keeping contact with the chair so we steady the body. Good. Let's release. Let's walk the torso back up, rolling the shoulders back, steadying the body before lifting the right leg and placing it back down on the ground. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So when you're ready, lift the left leg up, plant the heel in the center of the chair. Inhale, lift the shoulders, lift up through the crown, and exhale, gently lean forward, breathing into that stretch. And of course, during pregnancy, we want to feel a stretch. We're not looking for the most flexibility gained. We just want to feel a gentle opening sensation through those muscles, but it should not be painful. If it's too intense, lift the chest up until you feel more comfortable. Good. Let's walk the body back, bring the shoulders back over the hips, and then lift the left leg and plant the foot back down on the mat. Okay, next we're going to move into a yogi squat. So this is one of the best stretches we can do while we're expecting. Again, you could do this facing the chair, that's what I would recommend, but for our purposes today, I'm going to kind of use the side of my chair. So we're going to bring our hands down to the seat of the chair, walk our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Now sometimes this stance takes some practice in itself. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and exhale, bend the knees, reach the tailbone back, and all the way down. So we have the full foot in contact with the ground, and we're using this chair for support. If you find that your heels are still floating above the mat or above the ground, lift back up, adjust your stance, and come down again. If this is new to you, somewhere in the middle, maybe not all the way down, is a great place to get started. And as you practice, you'll sink deeper and deeper into this squat. This is a great stretch for the pelvic floor. Breathe into it. Excellent job. Let's press into the hands, lift the hips gently, and come all the way back up. All right, so our last stretch today is a little child's pose. Again, we're going to center ourselves in front of the seat of the chair, lower down to our knees, and then walk our knees wider than hip width apart. Sit your hips back on your heels, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just walk your hands along the length of the seat, bringing your forehead down to the seat itself, letting the body relax. Breathe deeply into the back of the body. And on your next exhale, begin to walk the hands back, bringing the shoulders back over the hips. Excellent job. Thank you again for joining me and taking a moment for movement. If you enjoyed this short yoga sequence with a chair, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe for updates on future videos. See you soon.